What is up, YouTube? It is here. We finally have the Avengers 4 trailer. Damn, it's Endgame. The Russos lied. I don't care. It is here. And there's not much really to this trailer. It packs a punch in the feels department, but we see some few interesting shots here. But there's quite a few different thoughts I want to talk about this trailer. So it's not going to be one of my usual breakdowns. I'm just going to pick parts of the trailer I want to talk about here. But the name Endgame. Now this is the best name in my opinion. Way back when Infinity War came out, I was like, you know what, it's going to be called Endgame because, well, that's what Doctor Strange says. He says we're in the Endgame now. Tony Stark also said that them up there, they're the Endgame. This is the Endgame. A galactic war is the Endgame. This was always where the MCU was going to lead, especially after 2012's Avengers Assemble. At least that's what it's called in the UK. Hopefully Cap finally says Avengers Assemble. Hopefully when they go into the quantum realm, he's like, Avengers Assemble. And I'll be like, mate. Yes, mate. But the name, I think, fits perfect. A few people are very annoyed that it is Endgame. A few people don't like the name. Personally, I actually quite like it. I enjoy it. So, Tony Stark here. He is on the Benatar. A lot of people are calling it the Milano. It is not the Milano. If you will recall, the Nova Corps rebuilt the ship, the Milano, for our good friend Star-Lord. Rest in peace. You're in Soul World now. But he called it the Benatar after Pat Benatar. So, that's what it's called. But him and Nebula are actually on that ship. You can see it briefly. A lot of people are saying that Nebula isn't on the ship. She is. You can see her when they mention family who have been lost. Of course, Gamora was lost there. She actually wasn't snapped. She properly died. So I'm not sure if she will actually return. She's one of the ones who I don't think will return along with Loki as well. We might see them in some kind of time-traveling way, but they're dead. For all intents and purposes, they are gone. But what we've got here is the fact that Tony Stark is talking to Pepper Potts. And we're punching the feels here. So he's talking to his helmet and really he's leaving a last will and testament there for Pepper Potts. And personally, this is my theory here. I think that Captain Marvel will find this and she'll bring it to Earth. I think that's how she will get involved with this. She will learn of the Avengers, possibly with this, and then see it. I think that'd be a really cool end credit scene. Could you imagine her kind of like coming across this ship? We see someone go onto it and it's Captain Marvel picking up the helmet. That'd be insane. I would absolutely love that. That would work very well leaning into it. It wouldn't be the best for the story, but I think just for the fan service and things like that, I think that would work out really well. Now, of course, we have got Ronin here, and he was under house arrest for the time of Infinity War, which didn't take that long. It's like a couple of days, if that. So that's the reason why Ant-Man wasn't there, even though when the rest of them were snapped, he was in the quantum realm. It was just going on while they were doing it, so there wasn't really much time for them to kind of think, oh, I'm going to go and help. They were too busy trying to help Ghost there as well. But Hawkeye has taken on the mantle of Ronin. He is in Japan, and this is just like the comics where he took on this mantle when we had the Kate Bishop Hawkeye. He went, you know what, I've come back from the dead. I'm going to go off and chill and be Ronin in Japan. And that is what's happening here. Now, I'm not sure why he is in Japan with that. Obviously, it might be the fact that all his family is dead. So he's, for all intents and purposes, retired. So he is out there in Japan. Not sure what his aim is. If Daredevil and The Hand weren't involved in the Netflix shows, also Snap there, the TV shows there, I would hazard a guess that he will try and go to The Hand or hear of The Hand to try and get them to help get his family back, because he doesn't really have much knowledge of Thanos or what's happened, because the Russo brothers have said that everything that's going on, they don't tell anyone about Thanos because I don't think it would hardly help anyone. So they're going to keep Thanos and what has happened pretty much a secret, which I think is a bit selfish in some way there. But he is in Japan, and we have Scarlet Widow or Scarlet Johansson as the Black Widow, going to get him and use his help in some way, shape or form there. Now, one of the interesting things here is that Shuri did not survive the snap, or the decimation as it is now known, and, well, who will take over Wakanda? That will probably go to M'Baku. If you remember, he wanted to be, well, he's the Mountain Tribe. He had the best claim. He pretty much brought T'Challa to his brink. So I can see him taking on the role of the Black Panther there. So I definitely think that's going to happen. And I'm really excited to see him in that role, because I think he was great. And see him somehow work towards, or what will he do now as he tries to move forward and bring Wakanda to peace after pretty much 50% of the world are gone. And that's what Black Widow says. And let's not forget that the Asgardians have lost half originally, and now the snap have lost half of that half, so they've got 25% of the Asgardians left. That's probably why our friend Thor is looking super salty in this trailer at the Avengers compound. Now, I did think that he might build a new Asgard like it did in the comics in Oklahoma in Fear Itself, but I'm not too sure now on that. I'm not too confident that that will actually happen. But Thanos' farm here, we finally see the Scarecrow with his armor on, and his chest is now healed, but the glove, the Infinity Gauntlet, is still destroyed, and his hand is probably, you know, a bit touchy there as well. So this is what's known as Titan 2. So I expect that what he's done is, with the power of the stones, he has somehow created his own version of Titan. One that's stuck in time, one that was his version of Titan. So nothing but respect for my Titan there. And that is what's happening with him moving forward. He's going to live on there. And I expect, just like Infinity War in the sequel to Infinity Gauntlet, we will actually see him monitoring the universe. And he will then learn that the Avengers are trying to undo his snap, and I expect he possibly will learn of another threat which was created as a result of the snap, and maybe he will then go and help them, because in the sequel to, obviously, what we had in the first film, we actually had him team up with Adam Warlock to try and stop an evil version of Adam Warlock. There's no Adam Warlock here. He's not. He's still in that cocoon. We still have Aisha making him, still working on making him, or not too sure how far along that is, but he's not a big enough character for him to be used. So they're just swapping things over like they did with Hank Pym, where he wasn't the one. He was the one who created Ultron, but in this it was Tony Stark and Bruce Banner. Now, Ant-Man is at the end. I love that. I am a huge fan of this actor. I love him ever since he was in Friends. But he is here, and he has the van. He's got the Quantum Realm van here again. So he's brought that. That's the key to everything. That is absolutely the key to everything. It's going to be interesting to see how he got out of there. I'm excited to see how he got out of the Quantum Realm and what we will be doing. It's the key. There's a reason why the Ant-Man and the Wasp scene was deleted. So I'm excited to see where that goes. And I definitely do think that is the key for them to travel through time and space. And it's weird that Captain America has his Winter Soldier's costume on when he's talking to Black Widow. He looks at a picture of Peggy, and they talk about their plan. Their plan involving the Quantum Realm. So, moving forward, we will see a greatest hit of them. Just think of the Flash episode 100 this week, where they went back to all the greatest hits of the Flash. They're going back to the greatest hits of the Avengers here, and going back to different time periods, possibly to try and stop this from ever actually happening, which is why he gets to Peggy, and I expect he may end up with Peggy in some way, and they'll finally have that date. But time travel is a big thing, so I'm excited to see where this goes. Big trailer here. I'll be back at you this weekend with some more trailers. We've got Spider-Man Far From Home. I'm going to go and see Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse tomorrow. I'll be doing a review, and a big Spider-Man day tomorrow. But there's loads of theories. I've watched the trailer about like 10 times. There'll probably be some more theories that I'll bring to you as well over the weekend. But that is it for this video. Please do show some love to the channel. Like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram at Superheronexus. Same as well on Twitter. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.